Hi everyone, I'm Counselor Rachel with Garrett Counseling's Huntsville location. I'm here to talk to you today about a few options that we may have as far as things that you may have in the home that you can use as a therapeutic tool with your children. Maintenance is so important outside of the therapeutic setting. It's so important that our kids are maintaining and continuing to practice what skills they're learning in therapy outside of the therapy room, adults as well. And this is a way to continue doing that without necessarily having to find a very specific toy, something that may be expensive or difficult to find or not available in your area. So to start off, we have very common, the game Operation. You can usually find this at Target, Walmart, online, very easy to find. Most people have played this game, but in case you haven't, the basic premise is that you use a pair of tweezers that are connected to the game to pull out tiny pieces that are put in special places all over the board. And when you do that, if the tweezers are to touch or bounce against the side of their container, the board will vibrate and the patient's nose will glow bright red. So this is a great thing that I like to use to help with desensitization for my kids with anxiety or sensory issues. I also like to use it to help kids that may have timer anxiety, meaning that they have more anxiety about when they're timed, maybe on tests or things like that. I also have a tool on my phone where I will set a timer, a child-friendly timer that I got for free online, and we play the game with the timer to kind of help them learn how to do things within a specific time frame, but also continuing to practice breath regulation and things like that. So this is our number one. And number two, we have the iconic, the little engine that could. This is a common tool that we use in our bibliotherapy library here at Garrett Counseling, just because it is classic. A lot of people have heard the name of it at the very least. This book has been published 4 or 5 times probably over several decades. The first publishing was in 1930, so you should be able to find this at any local bookstore, online, probably even at your public library for free. And this book is great to work with children regarding empowerment, self-confidence, empathy towards others. The way that the trains interact with one another kind of encourages empathy towards one another. And of course, the iconic, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. This will help our kids form a healthy mindset. So, the little engine that could, any local bookstore. And then one of my very favorites, we have Thumball. Now this is a particular therapeutic tool that you can buy online that is specifically all about empathy. Now this is an example of a toy that is made specifically for therapy. So if you're looking to kind of find something that maybe you already have laying around the house, I can find little soccer balls like this with the different dividers, or even if they don't have the dividers at any local dollar store, I usually take my Sharpie and I just write in similar prompts that are on the official ball. Now this one is all about empathy, so some prompts on here are: a good listener is, what is love, and what is anger. And once you have everything written down, the way that the game is played is that you toss it to one another, and wherever your thumb lands is the prompt that you read aloud and answer, and then you toss this back and forth. Like just now, how could you be a friendly helper? If you have any issues, you can always reset. Just toss it up where your thumb lands. It's a fantastic icebreaker for kids and adults as well. This is a great one in case you're working with an adolescent that's maybe a little older for our Operation or little engine that could examples. For socialization also, it's fantastic. So these are things that you can find cheap at your local stores, maybe free at your public library, or at your local department store.